Hello and welcome back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight, here in high security. Where we last left off, we were helping Colonel Hauer contain the situation of his own making, along with Senator Tudos, how they were conducting an unethical project, an experiment, while conducting war games between the different species here in this security wing. Of course, we do need to spend some time reactivating some of the subdermal monitoring stations so we can find a Dr. Gantrell. Before we do that, we're going to take just a little bit extra time. There are a few side missions available to us here, so we're going to see how else we can aid Republic interests. Hello, officer.
SWTOR? Madoon, come in. Is anyone there? Blast! How do you fight a ghost, Master Jedi? By now, the Ratataki prisoners control more guard towers than we do. They certainly control the jungle.
Your people are armed and trained. Our prisoners gaining the upper hand.
The Ratataki are fearsome hunters, and twice as deadly now that they're free. The worst are called the Blood of Talath. They've turned the jungle into a slaughterhouse. Traps are everywhere. They're communicating somehow. They spring, fall back, and regroup with military precision, but they don't have comms or computers.
We need to figure out how they're operating.
I was thinking the same thing. Let me introduce you to someone. 51, come over here.
Greetings, I am C5D1. Officer Serek believes I can uncover how the Ratataki communicate.
Protocol droid, built to translate new languages, right? Give him enough time in the jungle, he'll hear whatever we're missing. Problem is, the Ratataki are going to be suspicious of random droids. He won't last 30 seconds unescorted. Any chance you could help?
Will it take long to break their communications code?
Not sure. 51 will let you know when he's got all the data he needs. When he's done, get him back here safely.
I'll also need to listen from several points within the jungle to rule out ambient sounds. I apologize for the trouble.
Don't get in too deep. We've lost enough people already.
Thankfully, we've already dealt with the leadership of the Blood of Talath. But, I suppose, the Ratataki are still kind of, basically following their previous orders and quite happy to act as bloodthirsty savages in and around the jungles of high security here. So we do need to pick up that protocol droid. Before we do that, let's have a chat with everyone else here.
Masawata bangaola cartoon futam hang taungnen. Juguhu zuza haga noeksa nunsa bahala. Rugul afnamul konfu ensesque nu unswat.
Go into battle looking for revenge, and you'll only lose more troops.
Huma, ormalo mentu gorastuk. Kahandu veo nedzip unquejo levutu. Gahal ravul asjon ujuet untumata.
This is simply ridiculous.
Ulmod tuatoela ronsa tankul hakasal. Provata gahal gurefes sugurutu ta selvagu. Jonulu hagan daralamutu ondota juestakon.
Right, let me have a look at what you're truly asking me to do here. The Imperials have commandeered a power station, I gathered that much. But rather than try to take it back, the Major believes that the Imperials are dug in too deep, and they'd rather see the power station blown up and kill all the Imperials along with it. It's rather extreme. Plus, we're not trying to blow up the planet right now. We're We're trying to minimize casualties for the most part. Plus, we might get ourselves blown up in the process. I'm trying to think if it's actually worth doing this quest. I could justify it as a way that the Imperials could cause us more trouble if we don't blow up their dug-in position. The Republic will have an even harder time relieving them of, or making the high security area safe, which is an unfortunate truth. We have a Jedi Master here.
Mitisa roda, kopana chapurko utman gisa? Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Kariba uta chubagrata wan. Uliambabwuba vivwa.
Couldn't you handle this yourself?
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubola wawuni. Chanu sna, asubwi mota uipa, muja job chalka. Chonki faguta, jiho poda ji oto vokise.
I understand completely.
Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi. Chikos pa ini gudad ijig liska chanagawa. Chaskruni dopat kurira, dokanki kung.
So there is a team of Sith here looking to extract alien artifacts that they're discovering in some of the vaults. Okay. Let's go grab ourselves our protocol droid first of all.
I'll begin my analysis from this point. I'll follow you through the jungle. Just lead the way.
Okay. So there are various points in the jungle we have to escort this protocol droid.
Embrace power.
And okay, we're heading further northwest now. Got the third point in the jungle.
I have gathered enough data for analysis. We can return to Officer Serek now.
Feel the power of the Sith.
Okay. So the protocol droids went back to the Republic Watchtower. And here are the Sith. And their Imperial bodyguards. Oh, we've made a friend. Okay. Last thing we need to do is blow up the ship. Time to go. Let's have a look at these artifacts. Ooh, old and superior Rakata technology. Oh, well, there goes the spoiler. As I said, it wasn't much of a spoiler, but yes. It was the Rakata, the Infinite Empire, that used this place first. Let's go hit that power station. No, the Major may be, seeking to deal with the Imperials out of a need for revenge. I can understand his, desire, his motivation. In fact, we do need to infiltrate here for one of the monitoring stations as well. For now, let's get ourselves over to the power generators. Plant the explosive devices we've been given.
Feel the power of the Sith.
And there is a bonus to deal with 16 of the Imperials here. Okay, so far so good. We've cleared out.
Feel the power of the Sith.
Cleared out most of this area of the Imperial forces. Let's plant these explosives.
Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño, lis di woto. Che chopa kuma ni umpi put malia bedwana ni bobo.
Okay, not a problem. Glad to help. Let's go speak to the somewhat unhinged Major.
The power station's been taken offline.
Kumun haba u kunit mekwasta bahala. Ul qualuta meta jurher fut persono jormola e kunit ungamasnetit accusata.
Yeah, maybe you need a bit of R&R. Maybe a time away from the front lines. Hello, officer.
I've studied the jungle noise and found a number of non-indigenous bird calls that increase before an attack.
The Ratataki are imitating bird calls?
My programming enables me to replicate these calls. I can teach the remaining guards to recognize them.
Get right on that, 51. Thanks for protecting them out there. With this info, we can finally avoid their attacks.
It'll be nice to see the Ratataki on the defensive.
I'll say. Thanks for everything. We couldn't have cracked their codes without your help.
Again, not a problem. You are more than welcome. Okay, so I believe that's everything here in high security. Apart from, of course, our primary goal of reactivating the monitoring stations. So what we'll do is we'll take a small break now. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.